Let's have a friendly competition. I got right here the Oklahoma Joe's Rambler, and right here I got the Weber Jumbo Joe. Now these are both tabletop grills, excellent tabletop grills. I love them both. I love grilling on them, and I love smoking on them. So that's what's going to happen in this video. We're going to see who can produce the best beef finger rib, and we're going to be smoking them. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of just comparing, you know, like I said, have some fun with it. Since this one does have temp gauge, this one, the Weber, doesn't, I'm going to be using my Inkbird to check the temperatures of the cooking grate. I'm going to try to get it. Let's try to see if we can go from like 250 to 275, but let's see which one could hold the temp better. And we're gonna see maybe also like if I'm gonna wrap them or not, the beef finger ribs. We'll see if I need to. Maybe I won't, you know. See how it goes with both of them. I'm gonna be using Kingsford charcoal briquettes, and just pretty much just to see you know, which one could produce the best tasting looking finger ribs. So let's get to it. Alright, the Rambler. I'm going to place the briquettes on this side. Jumbo Joe, I'm going to place briquettes on this side, meats this side, so indirect cooking. So I'll get to that right now. Now I'm using the Kingsford hardwood briquettes, and that's the setup. Now, you know, you might be thinking, why doesn't he try to do, you know, the minion method or like the steak method? And you know, I could easily do it on this one Weber Jumbo Joe, but like not so much on this one. Maybe the minion method, but I wanted to try to just do it the same, you know. So it's just gonna be briquettes on one side, and then one side, just go like that, and just add on throughout the cook. You know, I mean, I got all day, so I can be out here tending to these both tabletop grills. So that's pretty much what it is, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to put the beef finger ribs. I got the Inkbird running. You can see number 1 is running to the cooking grate of the Rambler. Number 2 is the cooking grate of the Weber Jumbo Joe. So as you can see, the Weber Jumbo Joe has gotten up temp pretty quick, 217, 219, 120 for the Rambler. And so I end up closing top and the bottom vent, you know, just to not get too hot. But so I'll bring it back when they get to the temps where I want it, and then I'll place the beef finger ribs on. And I've already seasoned them with the Holy Gospel rub, Meat Church fantastic rub. So they're just chilling right now, absorbing up that rub, and bring it back when it's time to place the beef finger ribs on the tabletop grills. Here are the beef finger ribs. They've been sitting on the kitchen counter, absorbing that delicious rub. Alright, I placed some more briquettes on there. I got to the temp close to 250. Put hickory wood chunks right there. So you see I got 3, but the longer ones are the ones that I'm going to judge. A small one, you know, it's going to be put aside, but we'll go ahead and get this one. So right there. This one. That's right there. And then I'll get it right there, but I might switch them around, we might switch them around, but we'll keep it at like that. And then I'll bring it back. I'm gonna have to, you know, keep checking the charcoal because it's gonna die out, so I'll do that and then bring it back. I got thirsty. I think it's time to check. It's been going on close to 2 hours. This is the Rambler. How does it look? Let me know, how does it look? Gonna have to put some more briquettes. And then a wood chunk. I think it's looking pretty good after 2 hours, right? Temp, they go around from 250. They'll drop down, go a little over, but stay around that range. Now let's check the Jumbo Joe. Alright, remember, it's the long one that I'm going to be testing out. What do you think so far? Jumbo Joe. You can see I already got a wood chunk there. I already got some charcoal there. It's kind of windy out here. See how fast that wood chunk lit up. But that's what it looks so far. Good. Alright, let's continue on. Alright, we're 3 hours in. See the Rambler sitting at 250. It's number one. The Joe sitting at 243. That's the cooking grader temp. So let's check it out. This is the Rambler. 3 hours. How does that look, folks? How does that look? Pretty good, huh? Let me temp it. 78, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So I don't think I'm gonna wrap. I think I'm gonna let it go. Here's the Joe. This got a little more darker honey color to it. A little bit darker. So pull back on the bone right there. On this one for sure, since it's closer to the briquettes. There's the briquettes right there. There's my wood chunk. But yeah, this one a little darker. Looks good, right? Let's see. So yeah, so that's a little more. This one might be getting there though, since it's a lot closer. See, but it's not probe tender. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna wrap it. I mean, 3 hours in, nah, no wrapping. Let it go, right? Looks good. So I'll bring you back again. There goes that wood chunk. Let's check it out. 4 hours in, boys. Oh yeah. Got a darker color now. Look at that. You know what? Let's check. See where it's at. See how it feels too. That went in pretty good. Where you reading that? 191, 92, 93, 94. You see this side right here. Yeah, he got some little more to go. Now the Jumbo Joe. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got some good pullback on the bone now. Even more. So let's check it. Five. Yeah, number 1 and 2. 7, yeah. 90, 90, 90. This might be pretty good to go. 208 to 10, and that one in real nice. Oh yeah, that went real good. So this one's done. And this one right here, you know, this, the longer ones, this one and the one in the Rambler, those are the ones that I'm gonna test. But they got maybe, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour maybe to go on both the Rambler and the Joe. But this one went in like butter. So I'm gonna take this one off and let it rest, and I'm gonna snack on it. So we'll get to it again, keep it going. Alright, let's check it out. Let's check it. On the Rambler, let's go ahead and let's do the probe test. Let's see if it goes in like butter. Oh yeah. Yes sir. Nice. Oh yeah. And this is going on for 6 hours and close to 30 minutes. So, probe test, check. Let's check out the Jumbo Joe. Oh yeah, look at this one. Jumbo Joe got some more pullback on the bone. See that? See? More pullback. And you know, like the temps, they'll range around close to each other. 250, they'll go over a little 250 and they'll drop below 250. You know, charcoal, they light up, and so it's all about maintaining it. But let's do the probe test. Feels good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna wrap it up in my butcher paper, let it chill for a bit, and then I slice into them, taste them, and see. You know, we'll look into it to see how they both look, and then obviously how they're gonna taste. But at the end, we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's slice into it. This is the Rambler Jumbo Joe. How does that look? The Rambler, so you can see it. And I did not remove the membrane. I left it on there. You can if you want. Now here is the Jumbo Joe. Check it. So what do you think? Color wise, they're the same. From my view right here, this is a little bit lighter than this one. Now you go for pullback in the bone. The Rambler, you got some pullback. See right here, some pullback right here. Jumbo Joe, yep, got a lot of pullback. Now the temp on both of them were going for over 250, not close to 260, and not lower than 240. You know, it fluctuates, you know, when you're messing with briquettes. But as you can see, take a look. What do you think? Alright, let's slice into it. Here's the Rambler. the Rambler to the side right there. Now this is the Weber Joe. So let's see. Alright, I think I got me a good one right here. This is from the Rambler. Got some pretty nice smoke ring to it, right? You see it? Little smoke ring. It's pretty good. It's moist, not dry at all. Pretty good, right? Pretty good from the Rambler. Now, let's see. Well, you got this from the Joe. Yeah, not much of a smoke ring going on. You can see from the other one, and from the Joe, you know, the pullback was a lot more than the Rambler. So this is the Joe, and this is from the Rambler. Nice smoke ring to it. Rambler. So if you're gonna go by looks, you know, the Rambler has come out with that smoke ring, but the true test is the taste, right? So let's get into that. But before I taste the beef finger ribs, let me give you a little rundown on the cook. Alright, when it came to getting the grills up to temp, the Jumbo Joe, it was the quickest to get the temp. I wanted to get the temps up to around 250. I know I said 250, 275, but I wanted to try to get the number of 250. And the Jumbo Joe was the quickest. I mean, it was lightning fast, quick to get to the temp. While, you know, the Rambler, it took its time, but it got there. You know, it's not like it was struggling, but it got there. But the Jumbo Joe, it got there quick. And if you have a Weber kettle, then you know what I mean, how fast it can get to temp, and just the typical control of just a Weber kettle. So you know, and not trying to dog on the Rambler, but Joe just got quicker to temp than it did the Rambler. And you know, the Weber was more efficient and more easy to control with the temp. I'm not trying to say that the Rambler wasn't. The Rambler did, but it did fluctuate on the temps on both of them. It would go past 250, no more than 260, and then it'll drop down to like 240 and you go up. You know, just, you know how charcoal goes when it lights up and all that. You know, and eventually, you know, I want to say either 45 minutes to an hour, I had to replenish the charcoal briquettes. And, you know, obviously it's going to happen. But one thing I did kind of notice, though, when it came to the Rambler, was that after a while, probably after the 5-hour mark, because the charcoal was building up, and if you see, or if you know how the Rambler is when it comes to the charcoal, the bottom grate of it, has the holes, when it starts to build up on the charcoal, the ashes, it kind of builds up compared to the Weber, you know, different charcoal grates. And the charcoal grates from the Weber, whenever it was done, it'll drop down better than it did when it came to the Rambler. So the Rambler would just build up with the ash. So I'd have to use my tool that I used to get the grates, cooking grates out, and just kind of just mush it around, trying to get the ashes to go inside the hole, so go into the ash pan of the Rambler, you know, just so it could get some air in there, because whenever it builds up the ashes, air doesn't kind of go in as it should. So that's the only issue when it came to the Rambler. But honestly, other than that, you know, it performed pretty good. While the cooking wise, you know, the Jumbo Joe cooked a lot better when it came to temps, because I mean, like I said, if you have a kettle, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, they're just awesome, right? But as you saw though, when it came to me slicing it, you saw the difference of what they look like. And the Rambler produced a smoke ring while the Joe did not. And if you're big on that, if you're big on looks, then, you know, the Rambler did produce that smoke ring, you know, and it looked a lot better than the Joe. So, you know, it's kind of just, I don't know, just how you look at it. But when it comes down to it, it all comes down to taste, right? So let's taste it. This one right here is the Weber Joe. So let's do it. Right off the bone. Taste the beef. Tell you what, it is not dry. It is not. I mean, it's coming off. It's coming off the bone. It's moist. That's good. It is moist. Oh yeah. Now here is the Rambler, which produced the smoke ring. So let's bite into it. Bite through. Bite through. That was good. That was good. Alright. So the verdict on this friendly competition of the Oklahoma Joe's Rambler v. the Weber Jumbo Joe. I'll say this. When it came to temps, the Weber performed well. While the Joe, it took a while for it to get up to temps. But when it did get there, I was able to get it to sit on the temp that I wanted. But you know how it is, charcoal, it lights up, it goes up higher, and then it'll eventually drop down to where you want it. So yeah, I did move the vents to get it to where I needed it to be. When it came to the temps, it was the Weber Jumbo Joe. You know, it performed well. And if, like I said, if you have Weber kettle, you know how it is. So when it comes to the taste, the overall taste, and I have to go with Oklahoma Joe's Rambler. It tasted a lot better. I tasted the rub more. It was more moist than the Weber Joe, Jumbo Joe. A lot moist, a lot more moist. So it was a lot tastier than the Jumbo Joe. And we're gonna go from presentation to it had better presentation. If we go for looks, you know, it has the smoke ring. It's moist. It's not, you know, like I said, it's moist. When you bite into it, I mean, you can see that
bite through. So overall, even though the Weber Jumbo Joe performed better than the Rambler did when it came to actually cooking it, you know, through the process of cooking it, the overall taste, the appearance, it was the Rambler. So this one goes to the Rambler. Alright, well, hopefully this was good. You enjoyed this, you know, and this is not to discourage you from not buying any of these tabletop grills. If you want, buy them both. I got them both. I have them both. That's how much, you know, I invested into them and did research and liked it, bought them, and look at me now. I'm using them now, and I both love them, you know. But it's, you know, your decision, and hopefully this video helps you to decide too, you know, which one you would like. But in this case, you know, the Oklahoma Rambler came out on top when it came to the taste and to the appearance of the beef finger ribs. You know, and that's just how it goes, right? You know, maybe I'll do another cook between the two again, put something else on there, you know, give a little more test on there, but this is it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great year, whole new year. And like always, smoke on, everyone.